Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, let's go. Hey, we got to go special. I'll go special.
Now Wilson on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Petty now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles. And try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Petty. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And not the clean start that we had envisioned. You thought this would be a pretty crisp game, but a turnover for a turnover. Yeah, so much for scripting, because if teams are doing that, things aren't going according to plan. Maybe it's a case of nerves. Maybe it's a case of, too much energy right now. Let's see if both teams can get settled in and start to play good ball. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down. Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Hey, 0-0-0. 4 down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Wilson. He gets this one, Michael Crabtree. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy.
Big Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wilson, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Wilson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Petty now. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's Petty. And the short one here complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
No. Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Wilson, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on third down. Wilson, flush to his right, going underneath for Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. They come back now, start over again, and grind it out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 43.
Now let's go. 3,
Back to throw here. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 6.
Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game. Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On the counter, here's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Here we go now.
Petty now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the curl. Leopard.
A 10th carry for Camaro. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
you.